I think I did jury duty first earlier in the year,
Yeah.
and then this was
Yeah.
because I think he probably got sick of me telling him about it. I just did this thing, man. It was kind
No,
of an experiment, and I had this may be my last movie. It's nice to do it with you,
Yeah.
but I'll be canceled after this. Yeah, no, we did jury duty earlier that year, and then Michael's film in November, December. And I guess that was
Opposite. When I saw
Yeah,
when I
so-
no opposite for me. When you go, yeah, I know, I kind of know about this thing, but I hadn't seen it. My kid told me about it, and I said, "Oh yeah, that's real. Wow, interesting." And then I started watching. I went, "Holy shit, this is so interesting and fun and really hard to do." I thought, oh, how was he doing that? Like when well, we've never really talked about it. I want to know, but when James shows up, I go, okay, now how's he doing that? What's he thinking? Because that's a tricky thing to pull off.
I feel like sometimes when you think nobody's going to see the project you're working
Yeah,
on,
yeah, you're
you
relaxed.
swing for the fences.
Yes,
Yeah.
something to learn, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can learn that and harness that and do it
100%.
on things that you normally would feel pressure in.
Yeah.
No, that was just a moonshot of a concept, and like I was excited to get in a room and mess around with improv comedians.
Yeah.
And play this sort of heightened, insufferable, entitled version of Hollywood celebrity, of myself.
Yeah, but it was never like cliched. It was like, yeah, I can. It seemed like, well, what he's kind of right. Like you're kind of like rational.
Yeah, right. It's got to be just
Yes,
a little,
yes,
a
a
little,
like-
not broad, but just a
But if
a
it's
little
too
heightened.
much, you go, well, now it's not.
No, but the great sort of, not bellwether, but the thing that keeps you from going that far is you can't crack the reality
That's right.
for him.
That's right.
So his presence kept you from going too big or going too absurd, I guess.
That's crazy.
Anyway, it was wild, but yeah, it turned out the best way possible, and hopefully, I was like, Jesus, what are we doing to this person? Like,
Yeah.
he's gonna have a nervous breakdown or anyway, sweetheart of a man. We got lucky with him, and yeah, it turned out.
Yeah, that could go south, man.
Big time, big time. Still can, still can. But yeah, after that, I got excited about doing something completely different, and this came along, and Michael was attached. I was like, hey, where do I sign?
Michael, Keaton. You guys together.
Michael, one more in front of the sign, please.
And Michael.
Wait, Michael,
All right.
we're back.
Nope.
Guys.
Michael, this one.